This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Do you know what I'm excited about on this Monday? Ricki-Lee, Tim and Joel are back from 4 p.m. today.
God, they've had a long break, haven't they, mate?
Oh, please. Oh, please.
Joel Creasey.
We work New Year's Eve. Thank you very much. We work New Year. We did the countdown live. Thank you very much.
I did see that. I mean, I won't lie, Joel. When I heard...
Kate.
Well, I didn't see it, but when I heard that you and Blackers were doing New Year's Eve
Were you
live,
worried?
I was slightly concerned.
I think all the bosses were too. Do you know what? Irritatingly, it was my idea like 5 months prior. I was like, we should do the countdown. We'll be like we'll be the Miley Cyruses of Australia. And then New Year's Eve rolled around, and I was like, oh, that's right. And then when we played no ads, we did 4 hours.
Did you really?
And at about 8:03 p.m, I was like, what have I signed up for? But no, it was so much fun. It was a great time.
Can I tell everyone I was supposed to be on at 8:30
What happened to
early?
you?
Fitzy, can we get you out of the way early? Yeah, that'd be great. And then I think it rolled around to about 10:30, Joel.
Yes,
Still
everyone
no
wanted to go
phone.
early.
Well, Carl Stefanovic wasn't picking up his phone, so they were going, all right, well, let's go to our second option, Fitzy. And then we got on. The boys asked me, what's your New Year's resolution? And I said, drive on Novas. And Joel wasn't too
We clocked that. I know. This is very early for me because, we don't start back till this afternoon. I'm like, what am I doing in here 8 hours before my radio shift?
Thank you.
Burning all your content.
You're really committing, aren't you? Can you talk us
really
through
am.
Boom, mate?
Boom is my brand new stand. So I haven't done a stand-up tour in 2 years, which feels because it's like stand-up's like therapy that you get paid to do,
right?
And I really need it after spending 2 years with Ricky and Tim. So
But
basically,
detox, is it?
Yeah, it's like it's a stand-up detox. So there's a lot of stories from behind the scenes of things I've been up to, like radio, like Eurovision, like The Real Housewives, and it's one of those stand-up shows. You're not going to learn anything. You'll probably leave dumber, but you'll have a good time. So come along. It's at the Enmore Theatre.
You went on the road, though, with Reece, your best mate, just over the Christmas period.
Yes.
Having 2 years not being on stage, does it freak you out a little bit still, Joel, when you get back on and you haven't been up there?
Oh, for sure. Especially the first night I went on stage with Reece, who hasn't had 2 years off and was absolutely on fire. I was like, maybe get out and do a gig, Joel. So I'm frantically sort of putting together all my salacious, sassy stories, as the paper likes to describe them, at the moment. And I've got some good ones. I've got some bangers this year.
Mate, you must be pumped. I mean, you said to me off air, can't wait to get back onto the radio show this afternoon. I've got the most
I've got a
amazing
countdown
story.
clock at home, yeah.
Just give us quick heads up about what that story is, because you've been raving about it since Christmas.
Shut up. Knowing our show, it'll be like, oh, why did you get stuck up your bum or something? Our show is just, I always feel like, and Kate, you'd remember, it's like the Colosseum. All you do is sledge each other, and I've had 2 months to build up some insults for the both of them, and I cannot wait to let them fly this up.
It's great.
You're going to say 2 months to rebuild some self-esteem.
Oh, and that too, as well. Yeah, I'm like, who am I going to be this year? I'm going to be tougher this year, and I'm going to take them down.
Self-deprecating on the show, Boom, but are you having a crack at any celebs? Is there any names that you can throw out there before people buy tickets, or an industry? What are you going, Joel?
Oh, I mean, I'm going to go everyone, but I do tell a story about potentially being held hostage by Shaka Khan's nephew in an Airbnb in LA. You'll have to come to the show to hear about it.
Oh, wow.
There it is.
This is great.
Yeah,
Joel,
although it kills me when I have to explain to an audience who Shaka Khan is. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's showing your age. As long as you don't offend Bindi Irwin this time around.
Did you upset Bindi, did you, mate?
No, yeah, that is very much an off-air story. But, now Robert, whatever he is doing I'm a Celebrity, so I'm really going to have to stay far away from that shit as well.
Take it easy on the Irwins.
Have you ever... now, I've heard of people heckling on stage and stuff like that, but have you ever heard of a comedian passing out on stage, Joel?
Didn't Husey pass out a few years ago? Like, it wasn't anything serious. I think so.
I did
don't know.
hear that. How's that? There's a comedian over in the States, Joel. Have a listen to this. Heather McDonald is her name. And
I know Heather. She's a friend of mine.
Is she really? So
Yeah.
this was quite serious because she banged her head quite hard. But have a look. This is actually what she was talking about in her routine, and the cookers around the world have jumped on board with this. But have a listen to what she was joking about before she passed out.
Okay.
I don't mean to brag. I don't care, but I want you to know, double vaxxed, booster, flu shot, and I'm going to be honest, I have the shingle shot too. Traveled, went to Mexico twice, did shows, meet and greets, never got COVID. Clearly, Jesus loves me the most. Seriously. So nice. So nice.
And she smashed her head and she was out cold, Joel, and she was talking about being vaccinated.
No, that's just more arsenal for the cookers. Well, look, I've considered it before when the crowd haven't been going my way. I'm like, I could just pass out now. Or I say to the audience, because I tell stories, I really don't tell like jokes. I tell stories. I say, like, if you're going to heckle me, I'll just leave. Like, I've been doing this long enough. I'll just walk off and leave and go out and have a nice dinner and try again tomorrow.
It's a great idea. It's like telling the student in class, we're going to sit here all day until someone mans up and tells me who was responsible.
Yeah,
You're doing that with the crowd, because then the rest of the crowd would go, shut up, mate, let him go. We want to watch the rest.
Totally. I'm like the Princess and the Pea. Like, if I hear a pin drop in the wings, I'm like, who did that? Who said that? That distracted me. But, you know, the odd heckler's quite nice to put them in their place. You feel real tough. You just hope they're not anywhere near the stage door after the show.
I love that. I love it, Joel.
Love it. Okay.
You're a superstar.
Tickets to Joel Creasey's new tour, Boom. They're on sale now. Head to livenation.com.au. But you can catch Joel this afternoon from 4 p.m. Ricki-Lee, Tim and Joel, 4 p.m. only on Nova. Love you, Joel. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Love you.
See you, Joel.
Thanks, buddy.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.